You have trained models. You have gotten good accuracy. But then, nothing happens. The code sits in a notebook, nobody can reproduce it, and you cannot even remember which hyperparameters you used. Today, we fix that. We are building a real, end-to-end machine learning project on Databricks using MLflow to track every single step, so your work is organized, reproducible, and ready for the real world. Your notebook model is already dead. Here's how to build for real. Your isolated notebook environment is a fantasy. Your production cluster is your real system, and it must be rock solid. Configure it with automated, version-controlled library management. Every dependency, from PyTorch to Pandas, must be locked down in an init script so your model runs identically from development to deployment. This is the only way to trust your results. Let's build a true system, not just a script. In Databricks, a job orchestrates your notebooks into a single production workflow. Control execution order, pass parameters, and set retries. One click deploys your entire pipeline. This transforms scattered code into a reliable machine. But your workflow isn't an island. Next, we connect it to your company's single source of truth, Delta Lake. This isn't just reading a file. You're linking to a live, governed dataset. Any update to that source automatically flows into your model, keeping your predictions grounded in reality without manual intervention. Transform your messy notebooks into production-ready pipelines effortlessly. Here's your reality: raw data is a liability. We do not just clean it, we version every transformation. This is auditable, reproducible data engineering. You will see exactly how the data evolved, who changed what, and why. No more mystery. We lock down the pipeline so your model's foundation is rock solid and completely traceable. Right now, you are setting the first stone in the foundation. By logging this initial schema and statistics, you are creating a permanent, immutable record of your data's original state. Every future transformation will be benchmarked against this snapshot. It is your contract with the data, guaranteeing all downstream results are explainable. Now, this is critical. That contract you signed with the raw data. It is time to execute on it. Every transformation, every engineered feature must be logged with the same rigor. When you finally log that pristine training dataset, you are not just saving a file, you are cementing the exact lineage of every single feature that your model will ever see. Traceability is power. Your next ML model will fail. Here's the enterprise workflow Databricks hides. Think of this script as your test kitchen. Instead of painstakingly baking one cake recipe, you fire up multiple ovens. Random forest goes in one, XGBoost in another. Each experiment automatically logs its ingredients and results. Now you taste them all at once, instantly seeing which model truly satisfies your business's appetite for predictions. Think of those logs as your crystal ball, not just a record. You do not just see the scores, you see how and when the model learned, spotting the exact moment performance plateaued. This isn't just tracking, it's capturing the model's entire decision-making journey, providing irrefutable proof for your production choice. Now, pull up the MLflow UI. You are not just glancing at metrics in a table. You are placing two champion models side by side in the same arena, watching as their performance curves battle it out visually. This direct, unforgiving comparison instantly reveals your true winner, cutting through any ambiguity before the final deployment command. Forget the notebook, your real ML project begins at deployment. Right now, your champion model is stranded in an experiment. MLflow's model registry is its launchpad. I will show you how to formally name, version, and stage it for production. This creates a single source of truth, turning your isolated experiment into a corporate asset ready for automated deployment and governance. This step is what makes your work truly professional. You have trained your champion, but what now? How do we move from experiment notebook to a live, governed asset that your entire team can trust? The model registry is your answer. It's where your model gets a permanent home, a version number, and a clear life cycle. Let's formally onboard your champion. This is the step that separates a prototype from a production system. This transforms a jumble of experiments into an official asset. Now, your engineers deploy a version, not a guess. Data scientists challenge and approve with full lineage. This isn't just a catalog, it is your organization's central nervous system for AI, ensuring every prediction is built on a foundation of trust. Your notebook prototype is a professional's graveyard. Now, this is the moment of truth. Your registered model isn't a trophy, it is a live engine. You are not just loading it, you are triggering a scalable, automated scoring system on fresh data, proving your solution is production-ready and delivers tangible business value instantly. Here's where design proves its power. You don't run a fragile notebook. You deploy a scheduled, self-contained job. It pulls your champion model from the registry, loads fresh batch data, generates predictions at scale, and writes the results, all in an isolated, monitored workflow. This is how an idea becomes an institutional asset. But the job's not done. The entire purpose of this system is for the model to learn. So the final, critical step is to close the feedback loop. You log every prediction and its actual outcome back to MLflow. This gives you a living history of your model's real-world performance, enabling continuous monitoring and triggering smarter retraining decisions. Stop your ML projects from vanishing right after they are built. Forget about hunting down the right notebook version. This isn't just a log, it is a fully timestamped audit trail for your entire pipeline. When management asks for proof, you deliver a perfect, immutable clone. Your entire experiment, the data, the code, the final model becomes a corporate asset, not a transient file on someone's laptop. This isn't chasing a ghost in the machine. It is your team's collective brain. Everyone contributes to a single, living lineage of truth. Disagreement becomes a productive debate over evidence, not memory. That's intellectual compounding. You are not just solving a problem, you are building institutional intelligence that's permanent, searchable, and far greater than any one of you. Think a deployed model is the finish line? That's where most projects die. Your model isn't a static artifact, it is a living system. The real advantage? Automated tracking means drift or decay triggers an alert, not a customer complaint. You move from one-off delivery to continuous, self-healing intelligence, where the model actively defends its value. MLflow transforms isolated notebooks into a tracked, collaborative project. The model registry is the critical hub for managing a model's lifecycle. This integrated Databricks workflow is the standard for production ML. Try structuring your next model build this way and see how much easier it is to manage.